Pilot's boarding starting.
I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. At the front, be sure to keep your large carry-on items in the overhead bin and smaller items under the seat section. If you have trouble finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call button over your seat. Somebody will assist. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double-check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please leave exit gate responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know. That way you can leave. You are free to use your portable electronic devices during the boarding process. We ask that larger electronic devices are stowed once you depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard. We're ready to go when you are. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 387. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 36 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome to another stream. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Today we're going to be flying back to Madeira, Funchal, however you pronounce that. The flight time should be an hour and a half, and we're looking forward to that famous approach on 05. Today we're flying Ryanair, and ground crew is now bagging, setting up the baggages. Passengers should be arriving soon. So we're now live at the airport, about to get right into it. So let's jump inside the cockpit. Battery power is already on. Seatbelt sign can come on. Armor emergency lights. Let's come upstairs. Let's put our aligner deer 1 and 2. Window heat can come on. And we're climbing. We're expected to be at flight level 350 today. So let's set that up in a pressurization system. Alright. Let's put our logo lights can come on. And we're already on ground power or APU. So let's come downstairs and get everything else set up. So let's go TA. And let's tune into the frequency 122.8. We do not have that ATC online, but as you can see in the background, there's a couple traffic. So we're going to tune into the frequency. Now let's come down, or actually let's go to our EFB. Press our flight plan. Right now the wind is at 100 degrees at 5 knots. And the QNH is going to be 1033. Alright, let's come downstairs to our FMC. Get our position in it. So we are at Lppt. Set that up in this GPS. We already filed our flight plan on SimBrief, so we're going to go ahead and pull that information through. No ATC online, so we're going to most likely climb up to 350? 350. Alright, that is set. Let's come back down to our FMC. Go ahead and load that flight plan in.
Crew boarding starting.
Go ahead and activate that. Oh, that's looking good. Let's go to our departure. Today we are taking off 02. And we're looking for the gain 6 November departure. No transition. And let's go through our FMC to see if we have any discontinuity. And we don't. When we get up in the air, then we plan for our arrival. Alright, so let's check our fuel on board. Make sure that we have the right quantity. So we're expected to have 20,000 pounds. This is in kilograms. We do some calculation in the background really quick to make sure that's the right amount of fuel we need.
Your crew Passengers bus is coming.
Alright, so we're looking like we need 8,000 600. So let's go for 8,700. Yeah, we're over on the fuel. That should have been automatically adjusted with the flight plan being loaded, but no biggie. We go in here and adjust it. So let's plan for 8,700. All right, our payload, we're looking at 6.6 on the cargo and 116 on the packs. So let's go. All right, so let's go 2,000. Another 2,000. Actually, let's do 4,600. That didn't give us that. Let's do. Alright, actually, let's do that. That's fine. No biggie there. Alright, let's go back to our init. Requests. Let's go to our performance page. Taking off 02 today. Condition is dry. Let's go ahead and import that information. We're going to take off flaps 5. No anti-ice. Import the weather. Calculate. And that gives us some information there. So let's go ahead now. Let's load in that information. We're expected to use 8.8. We're climbing at transition level. Transition level is going to be 4,000, but we're climbing up to 35,000. All right, it's looking good. Our sail today is going to be 52. N2 is supposed to be at 92.08, 92.9. That's fine. Not worried about that. Let's go flaps 5 for takeoff. Our CG is supposed to be 615. That's accurate. V1 speed is going to be 140, 142, 146, 140, 142. And 146.
Lppt-Lpma on final runway 0 to release maniport.
His mic is loud. Alright, let's go panel lights. Even though we don't need it, it's still like 3, almost about to be 4 in the evening here in Lisbon. Yaw dampers can come on. And we are just about ready, almost ready for pushback. Flight directors can come on. Our VREF speed, we're looking at 150. Alright, that's said and done. Traffic radar can come on. Looks like someone just took off. And we can do some tests. So we can do a fire test. I might have to do it. Hold on, let's see this one. I will try with the AP on, see what happens. Or do I have to hold it for a few seconds? No biggie. Alright, so yeah, we just waiting on the ground
Passenger's
crew.
bus is coming.
Let's go. All the brakes can go to RTO. Alright, it's gonna be a short taxi today because 02 is right here.
Passengers boarding starting.
So looking forward for a short taxi today. We have what's that, a tap air landing. Just waiting for our passengers to get on board, and then we should be ready for pushback.
Lima, exit right, runway 02, taxi via Alpha.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Still No, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Passengers are boarded, so now we're gonna start with APU.
Departure checks completed. Bypass being inserted.
APU spooling up.
Locking gear.
Let's come over here. Let's check departure. Alright, so we're currently right here at Terminal 2. We are going to taxi Zulu, Mike, and hold short for Mike 5. APU bleed can come on. Hydraulics system can come on. Probe heat can come on. I'm gonna do nose to the right. And APU is active, so we can switch our gens over. Oh, I should have done this. And let's come down to our FMC real quick. Disconnect ground power.
Release the parking brakes, please.
Alright, they're ready for pushback. Let me double check some things. So we have the virtual flight VAMSys in the
Release the
background.
parking brakes, please.
And we are running Pack X today. Just double checking. So in the
Release the
States,
parking
usually
brakes, please.
you call after you push back, but we're on Vatsim, so let's request push and start, even though we don't have any
Release the
ATC.
parking brakes, please. Release the parking brakes, please.
Lisbon traffic, Ryanair 385, push and start onto Zulu 2.
Release the parking brakes, please.
Zulu 2. Alright, release and parking brake.
Release the parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Alright, pumps can come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the front
Start
of
up
the
engine
aircraft
number
for a
2.
safety
Can go to ground.
When the seatbelt light is on, please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another. Tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. In the event that the seatbelt light is not on, we suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened in case of unexpected turbulence. There are several
25%
emergency exits on
N2.
this aircraft.
Introduce
Please
fuel.
take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure...
Lisbon traffic, good morning. November 83384 Yankee, overflying Lisbon DOR 2500 for left downwind, runway 2, visual runway 2, Lisbon.
If you're traveling with children, now's the time to pick your favorite one. But secure your mask and then
Alright,
exit
start up
others.
engine number 1.
Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you escape through.
Please set parking brakes.
In the event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or
Set
between
parking
your arms.
brakes.
When instructed to use
Waiting your confirmation for your engine start.
Put it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. Please disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
And 24. We was looking for 20, but I'm a little late. So introduce fuel. Let's do a flight control check.
Once again, all devices must be in airplane mode and your larger devices must be turned off and stowed at this time. Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened in seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright
Right
position.
rudder,
We remind you
left
that this is
rudder.
a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the
Let's
smoke
go
detectors
flaps
located in
5.
the lavatories is prohibited by law. All of this information and more can be found in the safety card located in the seat back.
Two track disconnected.
We suggest that
Bye-bye,
you
swing
let us know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Alright, let's switch over our packs for Jen. Turn the packs on. And we can disconnect APU.
Lisbon traffic, ILS runway 02, 10 miles away, aircraft 1672.
Taxi light on. Short taxi, so we can go ahead and throw VNAV on, LNAV. Alright, release parking brake. Alright, so we're gonna call for clearance. Well, our intentions. I believe we are on mic. Okay. Lisbon traffic, Ryan 387, taxiing 02. Taxiing 02 via Zulu, Mike Holden, Mike 5 for Ryan 387. Looks like we have landing traffic. Let's see if we catch his one.
We're ready for departure.
Lisbon traffic, November 833 for Yankee will be the Airbus 1575 for Lisbon, runway 2.
Nice landing. Lisbon traffic, Ryanair 387, holding short, Mike 5 for 02.
Lisbon traffic, runway 02 vacated, understand.
Alright, Chad, we just waiting for this guy to come in. Looks like he's in a smaller plane because he's doing VFR flying. Once he lands, we take off. We out of here.
Lisbon traffic, tap 20 group, stand 125, push and start.
I don't know if you can see here, but he is right about here. He's
Lisbon
coming
traffic,
very
November
close.
833 for Yankee, 3 mile final for runway 2, Lisbon traffic.
Welcome on board our flight. We'll be departing you in the for a smooth flight. Thanks for flying and we'll keep you informed of any changes as they happen.
Coming in slowly. Wonder what kind of plane he's in. Thought he said he was flying VFR, but that could be another plane. Because that looks like a jet.
Lisbon traffic, Alpine 95 Mike Tango, fully established runway 02 on a 10-mile final. Lisbon.
The other guy's on a 10 mile. This guy's about to merge off soon. I'm about to line up and wait and take off.
Lisbon traffic, Virgin 70 Whiskey Heavy is on the 10x1 Charlie, left downwind ILS02 Lisbon.
Another guy coming in. We about to get up out of here as soon as this guy. He didn't even say anything on comms, I think. Oh no, he's still on the runway. Alright, give him some time.
And Lisbon traffic, November 8334 Yankee is clear of runway 2, Lisbon traffic.
Lisbon traffic, Ryanair 387 lining up in departing runway 02. Alright, engine 2 continuous. And let's make this a gypsy takeoff because this guy is 10 miles away. Cabin crew, please be seated for takeoff.
Top 20 Golf, taxi airport November 2 via Alpha and Mike,
40% on the
runway
N2.
02.
Toga. Airspeed alive, 120 knots. V1. Rotate. Garrett.
Lisbon Alpine 95 Mike Tango, 3-mile final runway 02. Lisbon.
Lisbon traffic, custom holding, sending takeoff.
Lisbon traffic, Ryanair 387, clear off runway 02, climate pass 1,500. Let's go flaps 2. It's hard flying a plane and looking at views. Alright, let's go flaps 1. Actually, clean flaps.
Yeah, Lisbon traffic, November 8334 Yankee signing off.
Coming past
Good flight,
4,000.
guys.
Let's go.
See you next time. Take care.
Safe travels. Beautiful city of Lisbon. Alright, we are over speeding. Let's try to bring our nose up, try to stay on the flight directors. Almost coming up on 10,000. I was having so much fun flying. We're gonna go to autopilot. Right about, yeah, let's go command A. Is that command B actually? Just command. Alright, command A. I fly so much different planes that sometimes it's hard to remember what plane I'm
Gentlemen, we have now
in,
passed
but
2,000 feet. You may turn on larger portable
we're
electronic
playing
devices. This is There's also a reminder
the options, because flying Airbus
Alpine
is different.
95 Mike Tango, vacate the runway.
Do not form a line near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you'll be directed to a page to a small key for internet access. We do offer complimentary in-flight communication to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access our wide range of
Snap save. Messing up. Let's go. Auto. Pull our throttles back. And we are descending. We shouldn't be descending.
Lizbon traffic, airport ground 74 going around.
Papa 20 Golf, line up behind runway traffic on the bus runway 02.
Leave traffic, airport 033, pushing back from stand 1 to 2.
Alright, chat, we're back on track. Alright, turn fuel pump number L off, Lima off. Yeah, we're just gonna turn both of them off. Now we're just on the wing tank. Alright, if I haven't already, let's go. Landing lights can come off. Runway lights, taxi lights. Engine start continuous to off. Wing lights and logo lights.
Lisbon traffic, Virgin 72 Whiskey for the established ILS 02, 11 miles. Lisbon.
Let's see what the IRL plane is doing right now. We're either ahead or behind. Oh, so that plane actually has gotten delayed. It's not arriving there until, it's not leaving here until like another 2 hours.
This is Suspect 1372 heavy, 3-mile final line.
Listen, traffic on the south, and 4 on Birch runway, there's a traffic.
Seatbelt sign can't come off.
We'll be reaching our cruising altitude soon. Everything's looking good up here in the cockpit. Please let your cabin crew know if there's anything that we can do to make this flight a little better for you.
Alright, coming up on top of 3 cents. Well, top of cruise. Looking like we have about another, say, 30 minutes, and then we start our descent.
In a few moments, we'll be starting our in-flight meal service. Please look in your seat back for our menu, and one of our crew members will stop by shortly for your order. If you'd like to order additional menu items, you may hit the flight attendant call button at any time, and we would be happy to assist you.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, this is your first officer speaking. We hope you're enjoying your flight. We're making good progress here, and we're doing our best to get you in on time.
25 minutes away from top of the descent. Let's go ahead and set up our arrival. So the wind is 06 at 60 knots. And the QNH is going to be 999. Niner. Niner. Alright, so we're going to take the R and P Zulu. It's going to take the visual approach, but just to play it safe, we're going to take the RMP Zulu. Have to be at Mike Alpha 530 or Mike Alpha 528 at 2000. And then we continue on and until we go into the right turn into runway 05. Alright, so let's go ahead and plug that into the FMC. Alright, now let's take a look at that on the flight plan and see how it came out. Okay, That's looking nice. So we're gonna come around 2000, look for the runway, take over the autopilot, and then fly them manually. That's my goal. Let's see if I can put it down nice and smooth. So for our minimums, we are looking at let's say 500. Yep, that's gonna be a barrel pressure minimums, and let's go maps. I like to keep it at like 160. Looks like we have traffic here. I'm trying to find him on Vatsim, but oh shoot, I think no, he going to Lppt-Lpma. Yeah, we're going to the same spot. Hold up, chat. Let me do some stuff in the background because we might have to slow down because of this guy. Well, he's like 20 miles away from me. Maybe we could just go with the speed that we're going now, but if we're starting to get closer and closer, then it's just gonna go ahead and slow down. Alright, so all three of us are going in the same location. It looks like I'm gonna be going last, so what I'm gonna do now is just adjust my speed. Let's do 7.5. It looks like we're coming up on top of the descent in less than 100 miles. So we are really coming close to the top of the descent, so I'm just bring my speed back even more. Trying to basically get this aircraft in front of me because we were like going the same speed and we were just gonna intervene with each other. So do Mach 70.700 and just let him get ahead of me. Hopefully he can be about more than 10 miles ahead of me by the time we both get lined up on the same route. Just keep an eye on him, and then yeah, we just make adjustments to try to stay as far as possible. It would be nice to have ATC online right now. But over here in like Lisbon, it's hard to catch him. Like you have to catch him at like, I think they like to do like late. I notice like a lot of these foreign countries, they hop the ATC and Vatsim. They hop on like late nights for them. Like it would be like 10, 11, and they're online. And then when it comes to like Madrid, like over there, they like to be online like around early morning. Like it's weird all around the nation. Like in the US, they don't come online till like 12, and then in the afternoon, and then depending on where you are in the States, they'll be on till like 10, 11, maybe 12. If it's the weekend, you might find one or two on after like 1 a.m. Alright, so it looks like this guy is about to exceed 5 miles ahead of me. I'm going to just stay in put and try to keep my distance. So right now at the moment, it looks like we have Tower online. I don't think we're close enough to hear the frequency, but we're gonna tune into them just to be ahead of the game. So 124.6. we might can hear the ATIS as well. Let's see if we can pick up the ATIS from here.
Expect RNP approach, runway in use 05, transition level 60 on the ground, contact tower 124.660, wind 020 degrees 15 knots, visibility 10 kilometers, cloud, view at 1,600 feet, temperature 2.14 QNH 1029, acknowledge information Bravo.
So I heard
Madeira Airport ATIS Bravo, 1,700 Z. Expect RNP approach, runway in use 05, transition level 60 on the ground, contact tower 124.660, wind 020 degrees 15 knots, visibility 10 kilometers, cloud, view at 1,600 feet, temperature 2.14 QNH 1029. Acknowledge information.
Alright, so we have the QNH. It says tower 124.66. I don't know if that's accurate because here on VPilot is showing me something totally different. But just for backup, we're gonna go 124.6. So we're gonna listen out, see if we hear any transitions, and if we don't, then we're gonna tune back into whatever it says on VPilot. QNH is 1029. That was totally different from what I have. Alright, so we're on 10.9 and we're expecting 05. It says tune into 124.66. Gonna listen out, see if we hear any transitions, and go from there. So transition altitude is going to be 4,000. No, 6,000. I don't know if one of the planes disappeared from here. Maybe he signed off. But before it was showing 2 planes. I don't understand. Let me go back to VPilot. Well, Vatsim and see what's going on. Alright, we're coming up on top of descent. We're gonna plug 4,000. Passengers seatbelt sign can come on. And let's descend now. Here in the background, still trying to find these aircrafts.
To assist with customs at our destination, flight attendants will begin handing out forms momentarily. Please review and complete these forms and keep them with you for presentation upon arrival.
Alright, so it looks like, yeah, there's, let's see if I can pull this up. So this is us, then we have two other aircrafts ahead of us. So the other one I was seeing on the radar, he's way ahead now. So now I just have to keep my distance between this aircraft. Right now he's about 10 nautical miles ahead of us. Just gonna try and keep my distance, maybe like 15 or 20. That's a good safe point for me.
This is your first officer speaking. We've begun our descent, and we should be on the ground soon.
so deep in the horizon. You can see Madeira right ahead of us. We are about 100 and plus miles out. Nope, yeah, like 120 miles out.
Reserve 659, Netherlands further 87, book monitor in com 122.8, bye bye. Bye bye, so thank you. Ryanair to Charlie Hotel, Madeira.
Alright, so we definitely found the right frequency.
A neve do Aerohotel está na escuta?
Afirmativo, confirma visual com a pista.
That's one thing I like flying it in these foreign countries on Vatsim. It makes you like feel like you're like really there, especially when they start speaking like their own language. Let's plan our arrival on the performance. Sometimes this works, sometimes it don't, but it gives me like a rough idea of what to expect. So saying a VREF speed according to the winds should be at like 140 knots. So this one's calculated with our weight. Probably gonna go with this one, seeing that we're gonna have, what is it, a 16 knot headwind? But it's probably that's the float. So it's playing like the float. We're probably gonna keep it around 170, 147, and then as soon as we get over the threshold, drop it to 140. Oh, this is gonna be really fun. Haven't done this arrival ever on stream, and I've probably done it a few times or more, or a handful of times in the Airbus. The Airbus, I feel like it's easier because you're using a side stick compared to the Boeing using the damn yoke. It's like you really have to put a lot of manual inputs and also like trim the airplane down. Basically playing with this wheel here on the controls. What did I just do? Okay, there we go. Alright, for auto brake, let's do the 2. And as soon as we're going to take over the and do manual. Alright, the aircraft is more than 20 nautical miles ahead of us, so let's speed up. Do 290. Or let's do 280. Almost there, chat. In another 15 minutes, we should be on the ground. 15 to 20 minutes.
Good afternoon, Virgin 320 Charlie, passing flight level 100 for 30 direct Pilim.
We were over speeding a little bit. Forgot I had it the manual speed. Let's go level change, see if we get down sooner. Alright, coming up, we're at below 10,000. Let's go landing lights, runway lights, taxi lights. Engine start to continuous.
We have begun our final descent into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
looks like tower has gotten offline back to 122.8. Transition altitude.
Madeira traffic, Virgin 320 Charlie, joining the RNAV approach runway 05, Madeira traffic.
Alright, chat, we're getting closer and closer. Alright, the aircraft ahead of us, there are more, and at least they're like 30 miles ahead of us. So we're good. That's great spacing. I like to be behind sometime, that way I don't feel rushed when you have somebody else behind you and you're trying to be considerate. Alright, I can see the airport here from off toward 12 o'clock. We're basically gonna come around in the loop and put it down. Alright, let's go 2000. As soon as we get to 2000, we're gonna drop our speed back and then get ready for this visual approach. I'm gonna do a visual as much as possible, but gonna also try to fly it like on the display, so IFR. So RNAV approach.
Taxi 7 Charlie, Route 905 vacated Madeira.
So it looks like we're catching up the traffic because the speed is actually obviously going slower. So yeah, as soon as we get to our altitude, we're going to pull our speed back to like 200. Let's go flaps 1. Or flaps. Yeah, flaps 1. the airport right there to the right of us.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, this is your first officer speaking. Yeah, if you look out of the window, we're currently actually flying over something pretty interesting this afternoon.
Madeira traffic, Virgin 320 Charlie, Tony final 05, Madeira traffic.
Madeira traffic, Ryanair 387 on the downwind 405. Alright, we're still a little close, chat. Let's see if I can pull my speed all the way back. Because he might have to backtrack too. I don't want to do a go around. We don't have anyone behind us, so I'm a little bit. Let's go header mode. He's right there. He's going for the loop right now. Too close. I'm gonna just loop it, vector ourselves, and then come around. Let's go flaps 10. And let's start the recording because this is a crucial part of this flight. Alright, let's bring our speed way back.
Madeira traffic, Virgin 320 Charlie vacating.
Garrett can come down. Madeira traffic, Ryanair 387 inbound for runway 05. Alright, chat, let's do it. Go my airplane. My throttle. Enjoy the arrival, everyone.
plus 100. Minimums. $50, $30, $20, $10.
Ooh. In the way. Nose down gently, reverse thrust. .69 reverse thrust though. Yeah, let's stop the recording. Turn around.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 3:36 p.m. and it's currently about 20 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us.
Let's go. APU can come on. APU lead. Madeira traffic, Ryanair 387 vacated 05 via Bravo, taxiing to gate 4.
Madeira traffic, Genex 917 pushing box down Delta 4, following 05 on a solid London. It was a good landing.
We're gonna stop here. Somebody's pushing back. Oh, maybe it's this plane here.
The requested position is already assigned to another aircraft.
Alright, just to know we for that aircraft, let's just park right here to the left.
Madeira traffic, 9172, room 05. Section to 05 via Alpha, hold Charlie, and we have very traffic inbound, and then go from the box traffic over 5 traffic 917. No, 91, yeah, 97.
Alright, so it looks like Pack X is acting up at the GSX is acting up at the moment. Not gonna waste much time with it, just so we can see the replay. Let's go park and brake. Engine gens can go over to
Madeira traffic, Canucks 917 taxiing on runway 05 for box track.
Alright, let's go engine 1 and 2. Seatbelt come off. Anti-collision light off. Auxiliary pumps. And we made it. Our landing rate is negative 177, but we did bounce it. Actually, hold on. Whew. Alright, negative 313. Yikes. But we put it down pretty good, but then we floated, and then when we fell out the air, they gave us a almost landing. Our G was 1.2 when we first touched down, and then we bounced it, and our G was 1.17. Right, for virtual flight, our landing rate, let's see what they gave us. Yeah, I might have to explain this to them. Yeah, I had a bounce. Yeah, so my bounce was negative 170. And when I first put it down, it was like negative 3. Yeah, roughly 300. Let's check that replay really quick. Close all this out in the background. Close out Pack X. I believe it was like 94%. Alright, engines are down. GSX not working. Let's disconnect from the network. And let's go inside the aircraft. Let's go to our control panel. And let's go approach, activate. Wait for the aircraft to start back up. Then we check the replay out. do it. Speed it up a little bit. I love flying out here. Oh, sorry if I'm deafening y'all. Let me turn this sound down just a tad bit. Oh yeah, on this landing it was definitely a Ryanair landing. That bounce, like I put the throttle and this the wind just picked us back. This is where we are at right now. Yeah, 20 something, 24, 20. I'm trying to get stable. Wind is blowing this way, fighting us to go that. Let's go. Got 50 over the numbers here. I was like, oh shoot, should have gone around. Floating it. Level the wings. I'm trying to cut the throttle. Caught it right where. Still legal. Let's go. Oh yeah, we should have gone around right there. Hey, sponsored to you by Ryanair. Yeah, let's run it back. This approach has to be sick in real life. Definitely on my bucket list. Okay, come on, put it down. Oh, I see what I did there. I pulled the nose up too high. Okay, that's my mistake. I pulled the yoke back too far because I was trying not to slam it, and then picked up air, and then that's how we dropped it. Hey, it's first learning from my mistake. As I said, it's my first time flying this aircraft into this approach. Usually it's the A320. Let's see how it looks from the passenger's point of view. Yeah, this view right and here's a passenger, the pilot. If the pilot did the same thing, I would have been freaking out. That was when we first buttered it, and we float. Yikes. Sorry. We get it better next time, chat. No worries. I appreciate you stopping. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I'll see you again on the next one. And if you have not yet, please smash down the like button. And see ya. Peace.